constitutes an ideal IMG CV? I have been getting these questions in every in-person session I have done in 200 plus medical colleges in the last 3 to 4 years. I have been getting these questions in every webinar since the time of this COVID lockdown. I might have done about not less than 80 to 90 sessions, all right? And in every session, this was a common question. I'm sure all of you have played, this kind of games back, in your childhood days, right? So very, very simple question. When you create a building or when you create something, does it happen overnight? Okay. Very, very simple question I'm asking you. Whatever you do in your life, okay, does it happen overnight? When you have to make something, all right, it does not, right? So that is exactly the point, when it comes to CV, all right. Please understand, it's an ongoing process. There is no 2-minute Maggie noodle formula to be applied to get a well-rounded CV. It is a reflection of your entire medical school journey over the years. So the anticipation that I do 1, 2, 3 things, I'm set. No, that does not work. It is something which you need to acquire over a period of time, and it should become a holistic profile that will determine your admission. Now this is very, very important. The reason I'm spending this specific time on this building block, you might be wondering, is because I want to shake this mentality that everybody is right now looking for a 2-minute Maggie solution. No, it will not work out. Please understand, people like Vedant who are only worried step 1, pass on fail, will it be easy, hard? Well, answer to your question is again here. Once the exam is becoming pass and a fail, the only thing which is now becoming more and more important is your profile, is your CV. So do not ignore this. That's all I'm trying to tell you. Today I am going to broadly let you know what are the key sections of the CV which are important, but you need to make sure that you are going to fix each and every block. You cannot say, I do not have this foundation, rest of the things are there, will it work out? No, the entire thing will fall down. So each and everything has a weightage, and accordingly you need to work around. That is one request which I am trying to this is one message which I'm trying to put across to each one of you. When we are discussing about this profile, it is going to be very, very important for each one of you to understand. Okay, so what are the key ingredients for a successful CV? Okay, now what I am going to talk about is technically the headers, or what you called as the important things which a program director looks when he or she is checking or reviewing a profile. Now I am not saying that X has a weightage of 10% or a Y has a weightage of 20%, but usually an ideal residency candidate would have done something or other in all of these bullet checklist. All right, so what are these checklists? First of course is the education. What is your clinical experience? Do you have any teaching or academic experience? Mind you, everything is not compulsory. What kind of community leadership experience do you have? If you are already a graduate, you cannot say, sir, 3 years I was not doing anything after graduation but preparing for USMLE. The immediate question will be, what about the work experience? Thanks to COVID, a lot of you got opportunity to work in community health, so public health experience, what do you have? What kind of associations you are involved, where you are actually advocating something, you are going for some community outreach events? So these are going to be very important factor. Publications, very, very important. make sure you are going to have some research. Okay, that research should ultimately publish in an index journal, which can be easily searched in something called as PubMed. Okay, what is PubMed? PubMed is the Google of the journals which are approved in the American system. Okay, so any research which is approved in PubMed, important. And of course, language skills. Indians already have advantage of speaking multiple languages, but currently many of my students at MOKSH are also preparing for Spanish language. Spanish has a lot of advantage because that's the most spoken language currently in the IMG friendly states. So that also helps you in your admissions. All right. So again, this is one factor which you guys need to keep in mind. All right. Okay, very interesting question. Sheham is asking, which year do we start research? So research is something, Sheham, is not like a course where you enroll. Okay, research is something which you will get it as and when you get opportunities. In certain countries like India, in second year under the ICMR, there is something called the short-term project. That is your first exposure to research. But the challenge is, okay, the challenge is that your success in that research is also dependent on how motivated is your project guide. Does he or she want to lead you to a successful index journal publication? So yes, at any point of time, if you are going to get an opportunity, just pick it. So do not wait for an opportunity. You just keep your eyes and ears open, and at the right time, if you get something, either in first second year during your ICMR or in the internship year, when you are actually interning with fellow resident doctors who are doing MD/MS in your own medical college, they have to publish their research. So if you do something with their thesis, if you help them with some primary data, and if their thesis get published, even if you are a third or a fourth co-author, there will be some publication in your profile. Approach specializations outside basically your med school. So the only thing is, if I know what I want, I will keep asking people about it. So today's session is to make sure to tell you that yes, you will require these things in your CV. Okay, now the question is, are these the only things? No, there are many more things which you need to also ensure. Now it's not compulsory that you do everything, but yes, these are the factors which people will look in your profile. So if you say you have a work experience, then they would want to know, did you work in the same field? So specialty focused experience. Community health, what all things are you doing with your community medicine department or PSM department? What kind of jobs are you doing? Honors and awards, what kind of academic or extracurricular awards have you got in your entire journey? What kind of professional associations are you part of, whether it is medical student associations or associations of Indian medical associations, or there are professional like Bombay Psychiatry Society. So what kind of associations are you part of? How many conferences, CMEs, seminars, workshops have you attended? Have you yourself given any presentations? Have you presented your paper in, let's say, some event, some intermedical college or intramedical college events? What kind of interest and hobbies do you have? So these are things which you need to kind of work around. All right. Mr. Tepa is asking, sir, if we do research under Indian professors, will it help? It does not matter whether your project guide is Indian or American. What matters is your publication published in an index journal with PubMed or not? Okay. So these are key ingredients which are required for an ideal CV.
Thanks for watching. Please give a thumbs up and subscribe for more.